What is cracking, Pack Nation? It's your man King Howie, KHTV. Welcome back, and congratulations to the 2019 draft class. Ty Summers, Dexter, Kiki, Gary, Savage, Kadar, Jace, and Jenkins. Um, we have to understand something. This is Goot's second year at taking a crack at the draft. And you got to think, last year he had to draft for McCarthy. This year he had to draft for Matt LaFleur. Now, with the acquisitions that Green Bay got in free agency, which I liked a lot, and what was really funny, some people kind of just brushed what the Packers did under the rug in free agency this year, and some people were shocked to see the Green Bay Packers get into free agency. Now, with both Smith and Adrian Amos, I don't know how he says his last name, Amos. Yeah, those guys are going to be starting, and I'm only just speaking on the defense. I'm not even going to talk about the other free agents we got, which were I think like an offensive lineman or something like that. Offensive lineman. But these guys are plug and play dudes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the Savage is gonna be a starter for sure. He's gonna be he's one of the guys like when you when you make a trade like that to jump up 9 picks to go get a player, yeah, he's an instant starter day one. He's gonna be on the field. As far as Rashawn Gary, and I know Packer fans, I have been reading the comments and on social media, a lot of Packer fans are pretty skeptical on this pick. Some people believe that Rashawn Gary was a steal. Now, I'm not oblivious to what he can do. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he was the main reason, or I'm not going to say the main reason, but one of the biggest reasons of why the other guys benefited from his disruptive pass rushing skills in Michigan. I understand that. And it gave the guys like Devin Bush and I forget the other guy's name. I think he went to the Patriots. It gave them more leverage. If you look at how he works, if you look at how Rashawn Gary works, he's powerful. He comes off the line very strong and quick. He has very strong legs. He's quick off the ball. Now, when he's pushing, the linemen are trying to get to the quarterback. He's moving the quarterback in a direction where the other guys are making their moves, which is a little behind schedule to what Rashawn Gary does, which gives them majority of the production that, he made for them to get. I get it. I totally understand that. I've watched film on him. I totally understand that. But then you start hearing things about, oh, you gotta get them going to play, which I don't believe. People take people take what they see in a moment, and then that you do. Like he probably didn't be as aggressive one game, and they just run with that. They run with that. And along with the injury, the Green Bay Packers stated that they don't think it's a big problem. They're going to manage it and watch his injury throughout his first year. They're not going to rush him into surgery. They're going to take preventative measures and do different type of treatments to where they can make it get better opposed to making it get worse. If you get what I'm saying. Like, they're going to monitor his labrum, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. Now with Darnell Savage, I think this works out great for him, great for Adrian, and Jair Alexander. Those three back there, those three are gonna. I think those three are going to gel in the secondary. You know, you got basically three ball hawks right back there. You know, one is a hitter. You actually got two safeties that love to hit. Jair Alexander loves to hit. They like to cause the ball to pop out. You know, getting interceptions. I think the secondary is we got our center fielder, you know what I'm saying? Fast guy, one of the fastest guys at the safety position. Not only that, but one of the fastest guys in the combine. Same thing with Rashawn Gary, pretty fast, very fast guys. And I like the approach that Green Bay took with that to get more speed on the defense. That's one thing that was really lacking. I got tired of seeing Nick Perry out there with that cast on his arm, having his little injury issues after we paid him $61 fucking million for nothing. But I will say he did show up in the playoffs. That's one thing I cannot take away from Nick Perry. He showed his ass up in the playoffs, even with that bad club on his hand. Man, he had a hand injury for a long time too. Let's not forget that at all. And then, you know, Clay Matthews out there limping around, trying to sprint with that limp. I just got tired of seeing that. So I'm happy, you know, that we got some guys with some speed on defense and more aggressiveness and younger. Clinton Dix, after a while, he just started looking like, you know, a hype job because he played with Nick Saban. That's all I can say about Clinton Dix. Not to say that he didn't have some pretty good seasons where he had, you know, multiple picks in the season. Did go to a Pro Bowl with the Green Bay Packers, so that's nothing to shy at. But for what Mike Pettin is looking for, he's kind of looking for that Seattle-esque type defense. If you look at how this team is being put together, you know, the Seattle Seahawks, they were fast, they were physical. You know, Earl Thomas, fast, physical. Cam Chandler, you know what I'm saying? Fast, physical. And not only that, you need a guy out there that's going to be smart, like a Richard Sherman, who's going to put guys out there in the right positions, like, oh, you need to line up right here. Wait, watch that over there. Look for this right here. You know what I'm saying? They coming to your side. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to have a successful secondary. And I think the Green Bay Packers did a good job at putting those pieces in place. Now, we still don't know the outcome of how those pieces are going to play out. But with Darnell Savage, Jair Alexander, and Adrian back there, plus along with, you know, Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith and Kenny Clark and now Kiki, Mike Daniels, Dean Lowry. You can move these guys around. You can move these. This defense is such a hybrid defense, and we didn't start, you know, getting into the hybrid type of defense until after the Super Bowl when Charles Woodson started, you know what I'm saying, getting dinged up a little here and there. You know, you started seeing Don Capers start moving them down, playing linebacker, and you know, switching Clay Matthews' position up, and the way that they was using the corners and switching them around. That's the kind of defense I think the Packers are really going for. Guys that could play multiple positions, line them up anywhere, and let them just go ahead and get after it. Which I think is exciting because it's going to fool offenses. So the only concern I have with this defense is the linebacker position. Now, no disrespect to Blake Martinez. I think Blake Martinez is a hell of a player, but we need depth at that position, man. Like I was hoping we would have got Mac Wilson. I was like later in the rounds, like it was a lot of players the Packers passed up on where I'm looking, scratching my head like, why are y'all not going after these guys? Like when we came up with the pick at 12, I mean, uh, it was still some defensive pass rushers on the board. But when we went for Rashawn Gary, it took me a day to understand why we did what we did with that pick. Now, like I said before, the Packers like to move a lot of their players around. They want their players to be versatile. They don't want to be, they don't want this defense to be one dimensional. And that's what I think the Packers tried to stay away from, was just one dimensional pass rusher guys. Oh, this guy could just bend the corner. Oh, this guy can bend the corner. You want guys to have like even the defensive tackle we picked up, he got a spin move. You can move him around on the line. You know what I'm saying? What was he? What? 2'4", 288? I mean, no, 6'4", 288? A defensive lineman? Yeah. Move him around. You can move him around on the defensive line. Same thing with Rashawn Gary. I understand what the Packers are trying to do, but will it work? Will this work? Will we get another Dante Jones? Will this be another Nick Perry? Now that Don Capers is gone and we bring in Mike Pettin and we bring in some studs in the free agency, another thing I think the Green Bay Packers were trying to do was change the mentality of the culture on defense. Let's not forget about the reports that was stated in the Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy feud, where they said that McCarthy didn't even have the defense. He had the defense running offense drills. They have to run over there to the office to get drills in. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason. You got some studs on defense now that are going to have a voice, that are going to want to set an example. Implementing the minds of the rest of this defense that we got to be better. We have to be better. So I like the moves on defense. Now, as far as offense, let's look at this. Let's look at this realistically and look at this with some logic. Now, the Packers have a shitload of receivers, and Randall Cobb leaves. Oh, we need to get a slot receiver. They already stated in the free agency process, because people were thinking we were going to get a receiver in free agency, that they're going to run with the guys they got. That's why we re-signed Geronimo. That's why I re-signed him. They're going to try to make him play in the slot. They're going to move Devontae Adams around in the slot. It's going to be a whole, new thing that they're going to be testing out. They're going to move Scantling around. Jamon Moore might get a chance to go play slot receiver. We probably going to put Jace out there. You know what I'm saying? Move him around. Same thing with Robert Tonyan. But I do believe that this is going to be Jimmy Graham's last year. I think we're going to cut Jimmy Graham at the end of this season if he doesn't show anything. You know, he was banged up. He did get hurt in practice last year, so that's something to think about. But as far as the offensive line, I like it. I like it. I mean, Bell and McCray and Taylor Lane. I mean, Lane Taylor, like, y'all got to get it together, man. And shame on Green Bay for that last game against the damn Lions. I don't know why we got to play the Lions. It seemed like we be playing the Lions the last game of the season. Like, I'm getting tired of playing the Lions at the end of the season. But anyway, you go out there and you put a offensive line out there that ain't never had no type of reps with Aaron Rodgers this whole season, and then he gets a concussion. You know, we pick up offensive linemen, take offensive linemen from the Denver Broncos. We go get an offensive lineman in the draft. I like it. You know, Jenkins is a guy you can move around. He could play center. He could play guard. He could play tackle. You know, he could do like I said. The Green Bay Packers like to have hybrid type of guys that they can move around, bounce around. For Christ's sakes, we had Ty Montgomery playing running back for us when he should have been playing receiver, which I think kind of cut his career short with the Packers. And let's not, you know, talk about that fumble in the Rams game that I was at. You know, I was so devastated with that. But anyway, he's not on the team no more. I forget where he went. I think he went to the Ravens, and then the Ravens let him go, and he went somewhere else. But I like the offensive line moves. You know, we have some depth there finally. Cole Madison is back. Don't know what they're going to do with him. We got a running back. We got a guy with some power. You know, Dexter can run. He could break. He's the one. He could make that one play. He could take it 99 yards on one play. You know, we could be stuck in the red zone. You give him the ball, and that guy will make something out of nothing and go 99 yards up the field. As far as him catching, I don't know about his catching abilities. I just know when he was with the Fighting Irish, he was a one-play guy. You know, you give him the ball and he up the field. He 50 yards up the field. And you're like, damn, how'd that happen? But I like that. I like the added addition at corner. I like that. You can never get enough defense. But what I don't like is Ty Summers, the linebacker. Like, why would you go get a linebacker who's had a career-ending injury, who's constantly being injured? But I will say, the guy is talented. The guy is talented. He's fast. He can cover. He could get guys in the backfield. He's a great tackler. You just want him to be healthy. I like his high motor. I like his energy, but you just want him to be healthy. Just want him to be healthy. Like I said, I give this, you know, I gave this draft class a C minus, but I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna give this draft class a C, a solid C. And I'm only basing that on just the talent, the talent that the Green Bay Packers missed out on. Like, we could have got some guys. You know, with the 44th pick, we could have got. We had 3 picks to get the top 50 players. You know, some guys. You know, I wish we would have got a better line. I'm not gonna say a better linebacker, a more healthier linebacker. You know what I'm saying? As far as the tight end, I mean, this guy really doesn't have any stats. He just had one good year, but he's got soft hands. He could jump in the air and bring it down. I like his size. You know, Packer fans, we need a guy like Gronkowski. No, we don't need to be mimicking what the fuck the Patriots is doing. And that's another thing. It just seemed like the last 4 years of the draft, it don't matter who the Patriots get, even though they have proven themselves worthy of going to win Super Bowls, it just seemed like any guy that they was picking, oh my God, look who the Patriots picked. That's another great draft pick by Bill Belichick. He just knows what he's doing. Look at this guy. His size. Look at his skill level. Oh, he ran, his 40 times not that great, but this is the kind of guy you want to be on the Patriots, even during the combine. Guys doing a bench press. Oh, yeah. That's a guy that looks like a Belichick guy. Like, come on, man. Come on. Can y'all stop with that shit? Every pick the Patriots made. Oh, I love this pick. I love it. Great pick by the Patriots. In the 2019 draft, the Patriots select some corny motherfucker from Scugglyville University. Oh, what a pick by the Patriots. The Packers make a pick. Oh, I don't understand this pick. It's a weird pick for me. I don't know if I go this direction if I'm the Packers. Like, just, the only pick that they really praised was the Darnell Savage pick. That was the only one they praised. And a little bit of Jenkins, and that, those are the only two picks they really praised. Every other pick, oh, well, they got Zadarius Smith and they got Preston Smith. So, these guys are just gonna be plug and play guys. Like, whatever, man. But shout out to this draft class, man. I hope y'all come in and do the things that y'all supposed to do to help this organization get off his fucking ass and win another damn championship, Super Bowl. Hopefully y'all got the right people to, groom you guys. Draft and development. Hopefully you guys come out there and they train you guys up to be champions, man. With the receivers we got, this is their second year. Some of them, they third. Devontae Adams is now a veteran with Aaron Rodgers. But, people were expecting us to go get some big-time receiver to, I guess give Devontae Adams some help. But Devontae Adams, I don't think he needs help. Let alone with the talent he had around him last year with hurt Randall Cobb and a bunch of rookies. He still had over 1,000 yards, even with a bum peg leg Aaron Rodgers. So, the Packers looked at that and they said, we got guys. Geronimo Ellison was on his way to having 1,000-yard season. So let's not count that out. And if Jimmy Graham knee wasn't nicked up and his hand wasn't jacked up, who knows what he could have done. And if the offensive line wouldn't have been decimated, now we could take the pressure off of Brian Bulaga. You know what I'm saying? He could sit out some plays, don't necessarily have to play every damn down. People were skeptical about him last year, but he still played. He still played. So, welcome to the Green Bay Packers, you guys. Good luck. Hopefully you guys fit the system. Hopefully you guys believe in the system and the scheme. And we're going to need all the help that you guys can give us. So salute to y'all. Remember to like, subscribe to the channel. And go Pack Go. I'm out. I'll probably see y'all. Oh yeah. We'll talk about the schedule. We're going to get into that again because there's some games I'm going to probably go to. I'm going to definitely be at the when the Packers play against the Chargers. I'm going to probably go to San Francisco to see the Packers play against the 49ers. And I want to come to Green Bay, but my schedule with my job is just... it'll be cutting it close. It'll be cutting it close to try to go to a game out there and then make it back out here in time to do what I do to make my money. But we'll figure it out some way, somehow. I'm your man, King Howie. Thank you for listening to KHTV. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'm out.